Ball on the ground, thrown up in the air. Undefeated no more. The Carmel Greyhounds win in the Eric Clark Activity Center and upset the number 2 team in the state, the Fishers Tigers, 54-46. Clevenger trying to find a cutting. Quinn Murphy finds him and one. Quinn Murphy, 4-4. And Quinn Murphy will go to the line for one shot.
And Garnett fumbles, and it's recovered by the Carmel Greyhounds. What a play. The Greyhounds get a stop, and the Greyhounds take over.
It is all on the line here as Will Latham is going up against Teague McClurg. Will Latham, the senior, has been given the go-ahead. And Will Latham wins it for the Carmel Greyhounds in penalty shootouts. The Carmel Greyhounds will move on against the North Central Panthers.
Also to Christian Nielsen. Everyone, show your hats. That's 3 goals from the number 9. 10 on the year, and Christian Nielsen makes it 3-0 with 3 goals in the game. Zachary picked up by Clevenger as he crosses the timeline. Zachary dribbling to his left, trying to make something happen here at the top of the key. He finds John Anthony Hall. Back over to Zachary here on the right wing. Zachary, a little quick jab with his right foot, stolen by Clevenger. Clevenger looking up the court, stolen right back by Zachary. Zachary rolls off a tough screen by Breland, the leading scorer of this Fishers Tigers team, over to Metzger. Back up to the top of the key is Zachary. Back over is Hall on the left wing, guarded closely by the sophomore Ben Bremer. Back into this left corner, it's Tayden Metzger. Metzger looking for a rolling Keenan Gardner. Gardner swings it over to Hall. Hall up and under. Be a foul on the floor against the Greyhounds. Be against Aiden Dickerson, the freshman. So 6 minutes and 49 seconds left to go in this first quarter. 0-0 is the score.
And nerves seem to be a little bit high now for both teams to start this one out. Going to be interesting to see who can calm down first and get things going offensively.
Clevenger gets a steal for the Greyhounds. He crosses the timeline, going right at the freshman Cooper Zachary. Bremer trying to find something here. Kicks it out on the right wing to Evan Harold, the sophomore for the Greyhounds. Back out to Bremer at the top of the key. Bremer guarded closely by Hall. Bremer goes to his left. Swings it over to Aiden Dickerson on the right wing. Back out to Bremer on the left wing. Down to Harrell on the left block. Harrell working on Garner. His floater no good, rebounded by Garner of the Fishers Tigers, and he pushes the tempo. It's Hall down at the other end of the court, fouled by Ben Bremer. It'll be a blocking foul. Greyhound's second foul of the quarter on the ground.
And both teams offensively just struggling to find an open look. Both defenses being very engaged, communicating, and great defense here early on for both squads.
Garner gets the ball into Hall. Back out to Zachary. Zachary at the top of the key. Swings it over to McCartney. McCartney, pound dribble back to Metzger. Metzger, a deep 3. Does not fall. Rebounded by the Tigers. Up and under is Keenan Gardner, the leading scorer of this team. 2-0 is the score here early goings of this game. Ryan Clevenger looks like he'll be duking it out with Cooper Zachary all night. Swings it over to Bremer on the left wing for the Greyhounds. Kudo comes off a tight screen. Bremer gets rejected. Back up the court goes Zachary. Zachary swings it over to Garner. Garner back to Zachary. Zachary dribbles into the left corner. Swings it back up to the top of the key to Garner. Garner back to Metzger. Swings it back over to Hall at the top of the key, guarded closely by Bremer. Back out to Zachary. Zachary guarded by Clevenger here at the volleyball line. Picked up. Now it'll be placed in the hands of Tayden Metzger, guarded closely by Alex Kudo, the leading point scorer for the Greyhounds. Cooper Zachary trying to make something happen here. His ball almost turned over. Tayden Metzger trying to set something up here. The senior shooting guard kicks it over to Zachary in the corner, guarded closely by Bremer. Zachary up and under. He is fouled. Call will go against Bremer. That's his second personal foul. Third foul going against the Greyhounds this quarter.
And Bremer picking up his second foul early here with 4:50 remaining in the first. It'll be interesting as he comes out of the game for Murphy how Coach Ryan Osborne and the Hounds manage that situation.
Zachary to inbound for the Tigers. Zachary, another errant pass stolen by Kudo. Kudo, his shot is blocked. Possession going to the Greyhounds. What a block by Keenan Gardner, the chase down block against Alex Kudo. Look, it was very close to being a goaltend, but it is called a block. The Greyhounds will have to inbound it under their own basket.
And you're exactly right. It was very close to being a goaltend. Kudo asking the referee about the call as it was very close. May have been a goaltend, but it's going to be called a block.
Kudo, a spot-up three-point shot, does not fall, rebounded by the Tigers. And John Anthony Hall pushing the tempo. Charge! The Greyhounds get the tempo back. The Greyhounds control the possession.
Cole Roseman and Tyler Skipper back in the semicircle. And Cole Roseman wins the faceoff yet again. Ball control by the Greyhounds in the attacking third. It's Leo Prosser. Prosser will reset the offense for the Carmel Greyhounds. They want to add to their lead right now. Up 1. 4-3 is the score. Charlie Rafalco now on the right side. Still close to the midfield, slowing down the tempo. The Greyhounds in their all-gold uniforms with blue trim. And the Trojans are in their all-black uniforms with red trim and a red chrome helmet. Leo Prosser surveying on the right side, still slowing it down for the Greyhounds.
Jack Henney getting his first minutes of the game for the Greyhounds, a fan favorite, as when he checked in, the crowd was roaring right underneath us.
Prosser over to Henney. Henney backs it out. Over to Rafalco, now behind goal to Steidel. Back to Rafalco on the left side. Swung over to Prosser. Prosser at the top of the attacking third. Back over to Rose. Rose surveying, going back to the right. He puts a shot on goal and scores. What a shot. WHJE's own Brock Rose puts the Greyhounds up 5-3 with 2:27 left to go in the first quarter. What a shot by Brock Rose. The Greyhounds slowing down the offense, finding success doing that. And they are up 2 goals yet again.
Charlie, what did Coach Jack Meacham mean to you personally?
He really meant the entire world, just starting from just being a coach to an everyday mentor. He was someone that I was able to look up to, and he coached me for about, I want to say 6 to 7 years, and just going every single day. He carried me throughout the process, grew my skills just as a lacrosse player, but also made me better off the field. And just going off that, he always believed in me. So I talked to him a couple of weeks before his passing, or a week before, and I was talking to him about my recruiting process, and I didn't really think that I was going to be able to go anywhere that I wanted, and he was just saying that he was going to help me to get to wherever I wanted to go, and he has all these connections, and he believed that I could be the best lacrosse player and go anywhere and go make a big impact wherever I went. And just being that person in my life, it was just life-changing for me, and I'm just always going to be able to carry the things that he taught me throughout my life and just carry that on.
Charlie, what did Coach Jack Meacham mean to the lacrosse team?
He was the biggest impact that this school has seen in a very long time. I'll say that. He was making practice plans. He made scouts for every single individual player on the team that we were playing, and he had film that was cut up perfectly. He had individual reports, everything. Just starting with that, he had highlight tapes of the players we were going against, and just having all of that set for the week that we were for the week before and for the week of practice, just set up everything for us. And I think it's going to be hard to try and flip that around. And he really made a mark on the school, the program, and I think the state itself. And it's an impact that it's going to last forever.